Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have another video. I know this is supposed to be my wedding, the week where my wedding takes place, but you're probably watching this. Yeah, in this moment I am at my wedding. Okay, you see me right here because this video was scheduled, but yeah, I'm actually at my wedding right now. But yep, I recorded this the day before, and I had to. Actually, I think I'm honestly in delay. I should have done this before. I didn't do it before the skill change, and before, of course, the ban list. But this is my Rebecca's Dragons version post ban list, and it's actually crazy. Like, the deck can do so much stuff, it's disgusting. And yeah, I just this is my version with double OMNI negation turn 1. It's super consistent but not 100% guaranteed. It's of course super consistent because of graceful charity, and I'm gonna show you replays where you can actually get an even more powerful board, but it relies on specific cards that I do not have that many copies of. But I'll explain everything in the decklist breakdown as always, guys. But before jumping right to it, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe and leave a hype to this video. I really appreciate it, and it really helped me a lot, guys. So let's jump right into it. Here we go with Rebecca's Dragons. So of course the core is just the same, right? You have the triple Guardian Angel Yuan, you have the triple Lusted Dragon. Post ban list, just one Lusted Dragon number 2, and then we do have the dragonmaid package. That is a little bit different, right? So we have one Lorper, triple dragonmaid, parlor dragonmaid, a couple of hospitality, and a couple of changeover with one tiding. Let me explain. Actually, everything is gonna be clear in the replays, of course, but I'm gonna try to explain this in the decklist breakdown as well. What happens is simple. Basically, you want to have either the changeover or the already in your hands or an hospitality to summon the dragonmaid. You do not want to use your normal summon for the parlor dragonmaid. You want to special summon it with the hospitality, but you need the special summon of the parlor dragonmaid only if you didn't draw the changeover. That's why playing 2 makes a little bit of sense, because you want to see the changeover in your starting end, okay? And this instead is here because basically with Shield you can summon the parlor in your opponent's turn and send these to the grave, so you have a special summon from grave of a dragon, of a dragon maid from your grave with the tiding. And let's go then to the spice. Let's start from the easy part. Grand Tusk Dragon, the best target you can have with the floating effect of the erratic seal of the heavenly spheres. So when this, you tribute himself, you bounce a face-up card your opponent controls, and then when it's tributed, you special summon a dragon from your deck or hand, and this is going to be your target. The Grand Tusk Dragon, when it's special summon, you can pop up to 2 cards in the field. Beautiful. So 1 card, 3 removals, 1 bounce, 2 pops. And then it comes to the spicy part. Let's start from the fact that I saw the play of Absolute Dragons from Playmaker. So of course, shout out to the guy. I don't need to shout out the guy, but I want to do it anyway. Of course, you know Playmaker. He plays this combo a little bit different though, with Rocket Tracer, with the Striker Dragon and stuff. In this case, we're gonna make it a lot easier, much more simpler, right? So why? Because with Absolute Dragon, that is the guy you're gonna send to the grave, you're actually reviving it with the effect of a Twin Triangle Dragon, but you're just grabbing with the effect of Absolute Dragon the Rocket Synchron. Simple, effective, you get this guy, and you do not need to use the effect of Rocket Synchron to revive the Absoluter Dragon. You simply don't. So you're not gonna be locked into Dark Monsters, don't be afraid. But what you can do instead is that you can you play two more dragons. There are Tempest, the Dragon Ruler of Storms, and Blaster, the Dragon Ruler of Infernos. Now, the crazy combo, and it's already a crazy combo with double Omni negation, just comes out with, you just need to draw basically either a Parlor with an Hospitality or just a Changeover, okay? And you're gonna get a Borolo Savage Dragon, the Yugioh, and the Erratic Seal of Erratic Spheres. That's your turn 1. Double Omni with this that floats, of course, into this, and bounce plus 2 pops. That's your turn 1. But if you happen to have in the grave these two guys, either in your starting end or when you draw them with Graceful Charity, these can go even farther. And on top of Yugioh, Borolo Savage Dragon with 2 counters, Erratic Seal, you can also get a Volo Ferningus. So another pop. I'm gonna explain everything, of course. Keep in mind to have the full combo with Volo as well. The only thing you need to hope is to basically have 2 between the 3 dragons level 7 in your hand. So you need to draw 2 between Absoluter Dragon, Tempest, or Blaster. If you have 2 of these 3 in your starting end, or if you draw them with Graceful Charity, you can also have Volo in your starting end board. That's it. I'm playing 3 Droplet just because you have so many cards that Droplet just feels the best way. I mean, it doesn't feel like something that disrupts the combo. It's so good because you have so many cards, you just want to get rid of them somehow. So Droplet is the best option. But of course, you can play it without staples. You can play more. What I suggest is play more Tempest. Playing triple Tempest will make not only the first combo super consistent, because of course there are some cases, scenario where you can just break if you don't draw neither the Guardian Angel Yuan nor the Last Dragon. So if you play more Tempest, you can just grab any of them. But also playing more Tempest, of course, makes it easier. It makes it more consistent to just achieve the full combo, of course. But again, that's it. For the rest of the action deck, we have also Masquerina, because eventually you can change your turn 1 into Masquerina as well instead of the double Omni negation, especially if you don't draw the Changeover or the Dragonmaid. So you can go into Masquerina, eventually going into Goddess. And also another rank 7, the Dark Dragon, 2 pop in 1 turn, eventually when you go second if you need more pops to break your opponent's board. And that's it, guys. I guess I showed you everything, right? I don't need you to show the skill. I mean, I'm gonna do it very quickly. You know what to do. You need to draw either a Guardian Angel Yuan or one of the Last Dragons in order to get the things going. And of course, you need to, if you go first, it's fine. If you go second, make sure that your opponent does not get rid of a Guardian Angel Yuan. Otherwise, say goodbye to your Graceful Charity, of course. And keep in mind, the dragons you're gonna summon with the skill are just 2 Luster Dragons, so the normal one. So this guy is what you're gonna grab with the skill as the high-level dragon monster. High-level dragon monsters that you use for the Yugioh summon, right? So that's the level 5 or higher monster you get, and you search with the skill. That's it, guys, for the explanation. I think we're okay with it. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into them. So let's start from the full combo. Okay, don't mind it's against the bots and we're going second, but again, what you actually need is one of the dragons, right, or the level 7 dragons, and you need also the other one. But of course, keep in mind you have this is going first, of course. I'm just showed you, of course, as I just play one copy of each dragons, because I have just one copy of each dragons. It's tougher to get this combo, but again, you can increase the number of Tempest. That's what I recommend in order to increase the chance of having this full combo. As you can see here, we have it because we have the 2 dragons. So basically now what you're gonna send to grave is the last dragon, so the blaster. But keep in mind, technically, normally, what you're gonna send to grave is the Absoluter dragon, as you will see in the Red replays. Okay, I hope that's clear, but if you have any questions, of course, make sure to drop them in the comment section down below. So what happens here is very simple. You summon, of course, Guardian Angel Yugioh. You got the skill with the Graceful Charity and the Stomping Destruction, and you get the 2 dragons. And with the skill, we also actually got the Luster Dragon as a monster to add to our hand, and we send the Blaster to the grave. So you you flip up the 2 boys, you go into Twin Triangle Dragon, you revive any of the dragon in the grave, and then you use those 2 to go into Erratic Seal, and the first part is done. Then you go Graceful Charity, in this case, because you want to discard both the other 2 dragons you have in hand, the Absoluter dragons that will trigger its effect to search the Rocket Synchron, and the other Tempest. At this point, you go Hospitality, you get the Dragon Maid, and use the effect of Hospitality to send the Lord Par. Then Dragon Maid sends the Changeover, and you get Changeover with Parlor Dragon Maid back in hand. Now, before doing anything else, you go Tempest from grave, banish 2, summon. Blaster summon, banish 2. You can banish the Absoluter dragon, you don't need that anymore. And then the Lord Par you just sent. Second level 7, here it comes. 2 level 7 dragons into Volo. Then what happens? You first go into normal summon Rocket Synchron, no effect. So if you don't use the effect, you're not locked into dark. So you can summon a ball reload, you use the effect, get your 2 counters, and then at the end of it, you go with Changeover to summon Shio, and this is the full turn 1. So the only thing that is different here is that when you do not have the 2 dragons, and I'm talking about, the 2 Tempest and Blaster, simply you do not have Volo. But these 3 are just your classic turn 1. But this is the full turn 1 with bounce plus 2 pops because you summon this guy, pop of a face-up card, Omni Negation plus floating, and I mean, we were lucky to get the Tiding. You can also get a droplet in all of the scenarios. So that's your turn 1, guys. Of course, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm just attacking here, but not that it matters. So that's how you do it, my boys. And there you go. Here we go, my boys, going a second against the Blue Eyes, maybe, not sure about it, but what a beautiful hand we have. If we went just first, but we went second. If we went first, this would have been a full combo, because you send Absoluter to grave, you have the 2 dragons, so you're chilling. I mean, technically, with how messed up is Korami's RNG, technically you can have a lot of duos when you just draw Blaster and Tempest, and that's just perfect. So let's speed things up. We know what Blue Eyes does nowadays. I started with the droplet simply to get my 2 boys in the grave, and just not to be annoyed by this guy. Plus, negating this guy's effect means that when you use Majesty, it can reveal this guy to have 1 more pop. Then we went, of course, with the search of a Guardian Angel Yugioh, another one here, simply because we have double normal sum, so he pops this with the Majesty, as you can see right there, super simple. But now we can summon another one. That's why when you go second, make sure to have 2 Guardian Angel Yugioh. So here comes the second one. We use the skill, you get Graceful Charity and the Stamping Destruction. Of course, 2 dragons. We flip 1. We use Stamping Destruction to pop the True Light. Use the effect, but what he sets now cannot be used in this turn. So it gets everything gone, but it's got Blue Eyes chat. Still fine. We don't care at this point. When you go second, you have the Goddess play, so it's just the easiest one. As Twin Triangle Dragon revives a dragon, the Absoluter, and then we go Goddess, and then also Absoluter Dragons looks for our Rocket Synchron. At this point, Graceful Charity, you got another droplet also, Tempest, special summon itself, Blaster, special summon itself, and we got the droplet, and we're going for lethal. He's scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Another duel going second against, if I'm not wrong, this was Ice Jade, super easy, super cheesy with the unaffected Shenjing. If I'm not wrong, actually super nice. I'm actually happy to see this deck still, you know, here and there with the Duo Nigis combo, basically, right? The Psi Diva, love that. That girl, and yep, Dionigis banishing some stuff. Also, another cool thing of playing a double changeover is that he banished the changeover, but we still have another one. So it's us to go. We have the Luster Dragon to reveal. We got the Guardian Angel Yoan, Absoluter to grave. Here he comes, normal summon. He has actually no way to remove that, and he went straight away into the unaffected Shenjing. That is totally fine. Then we went with the skill, Graceful Charity, and Stomping Destructions with the two Luster dragons on the field. At this point, we reveal one, we pop the Book of Eclipse that he should have done maybe before, but still. First Link Summon, Twin Triangle, getting the Absolute Dragon, getting rid of Shenjing with Goddess, super easy, best way, and then Absolute Dragon gives us the Rocket Synchron. We got also Hospitality to start with the Parlor Dragonmaid, as you can see. So Dragonmaid sends to changeover comes back to my hand, and at this point I'm making sure to use changeover, and he's got erosion to negate the changeover, right? He also gets the effect of Tainola, and he has to use the other one as well. You know why? Because one of the effects can be negated by Goddess, so it was smart in this case to activate both. So one is going to be negated, and the second one, of course not. He's got the effect of Agirine, he searches, but his Omni negation is gone. We still have Graceful Charity and the normal summon. We started with the Blaster Ruler of Dragon of Infernos, then Tempest here to summon himself as well. He's got the effect of Cradle too early, and we got Dark Armored Dragon to pop 2. When you go second, it's super cheesy, and then in the end, Rocket Synchron reviving the Absolute Dragon to go into Borolo Savage Dragon. So even if he negated the changeover, we still have an Omni negation. You pop 2 cards there, and then we're just attacking. Use Agirine's effect, but Ball Reload negates, of course, so we don't care. And unfortunately, we have Lethal, actually. We have exactly Lethal with Ball Reload. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Going first this time against blue. I'm not sure it's Blue Eyes, but I do remember this guy had Nibiru, maybe? I don't know if he used that now. Anyway, we have Absolute in hand, so you send one of the Dragon Ruler to grave. So we started with Guardian Angel Yoan, of course, getting the 2 cards. We got also the Luster Dragon level 6 or higher, of course, even though we don't need it. But still, classic combo, you go into Twin Triangle Dragon, you use the effect to revive the Blaster, got the Erratic Seal of the Erratic Spheres, then Graceful Charity, draw, we got Changeover, perfect, Blaster to special summon itself, and then changeover to go into, I think because I discarded these Luster Dragon, that's why I had to use that for that purpose, of course. But still, Shiu, we're chilling, and now we're going for normal summon of Rocket Synchron into Bolo Savage Dragon. And this is your turn 1. Classic, super consistent, with Omni Negation, Bounce plus double pop, and you can do more actually. I summoned also this thing. Even though it's tricky, because when you summon this girl, if you happen to use the effect of Erratic Seal, you can't summon Grand Tusk Dragon, so make sure if it's convenient to you to summon the Pyro Dragonmaid. Sometimes it could be not convenient to do it. We got Ball Reload to negate the Melody because we didn't want him to get that much advantage. We still have the other Omni negation for Majesty, so we're just chilling. Dictators of these effect, just to fill the grave for the Majesty, of course. He's doing more, summoning another Blue Eyes. Here he comes. And then he's attacking. At this point, we use Erratic Seal to bounce that. But as you could see, no summon because we have no room, so that's the bad part. Then he attacked here, as you can see, to have the Jet, but we went negating the Shiu. Now we can use the Majesty to reveal the 2 Blue Eyes and pop my 2 boys. But that's actually super fine, as we can just use Changeover to have it back to hand. Blaster comes back, so we have the high level dragon, changeover to have Shiu back on the field, and at this point Tiding also to summon this thing, so sending that to grave. so that when he comes into the battle phase, we can just summon lower power and we have more than lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Going first again, and we have, this is the only guy you don't want to see in your starting end, let's be honest. But I mean, we got the Elastic Dragon number 2, so a high level dragon. We have the changeover, so we just need a dragon maid monster to go for a shield. We got the 2 cards. We got, of course, you send Absoluter Dragon to grave with the skill, so that's what you revive with the Twin Triangle Dragon, of course, because when you got the boy back and you send it to grave for the link summon of Erratic Seal, you trigger its effect to add a rocket monster, in this case Rocket Synchron. Then Graceful Charity, and we got exactly the Parlor Dragon Maid, so we're chilling. We go straight away Parlor Dragon Maid plus Last Dragon number 2 into Shiu, and then last thing in the end. This is super consistent, guys, let's be honest, just thanks to Graceful Charity, of course. You normal summon Rocket Synchron without its effect, and you go Bow Reload Savage Dragon. He's got nibiru, but who cares? We can just negate that with Shiu, and we're still gonna end this on an Omni negation, of course. And we got also Droplet, so we're in a good spot. This is also anti-nibiru, basically. It's got Majesty to begin with, because if I'm not wrong, you achieve 6 summons. Or 5. It's 5 summons with Shiu. So when you can activate Nibiru, you can already negate it with Dragonmaid Shiu. So it's got the Majesty, it's got the Dictator of Tea, and then it's a fact to get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the field. That's scary. Triple set Majesty to go for, of course, Borolo Save it, Dragon negates, right? And then what happens is battle phase. Erratic Seal bounces plus summon from hand, in this case Grantusk Dragon, but also from deck, and pop 2, the 2 back rows. And that's it. You still have an Omni negation eventually now, it just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Going first against, I don't even know what that is, right? But at this point, you know the combo. The classic one, of course, as you can see, is just sending Absoluter Dragon to grave. We already have the changeover also, so we just basically grabbed the Luster Dragon, I guess, right? So we have everything at this point. Of course, for the main combo, right? For the main combo of having double Omni negation and the Erratic Seal that is bounce plus pop 2. Twin Triangle, getting it back. Erratic Seal, Absoluter gets Rocket Synchron, and then you go Dragon Maid Changeover, Shiu, and in the end, normal summon of Rocket Synchron to go into Bobrolo, Savaggio, Dragone. And this is without drawing, like, after you do all of this, you still have to draw 3 cards. Dude, give me a break. And that's it. Unfortunately, we didn't got any, we didn't got a Droplet, but still, and that's it. We got the Parlor sending that, but again, it could be a problem. I negated the Fossil Dig here because just because I can, basically. He's got Mercurius Judgment, but he didn't get the trap that he wanted, I guess. So he scooped. This is the classic turn 1. Again, you can use, you have double Omni negation, guys. That's just, I mean, it's just too much. It's too much useful. You know what I mean? There you go. Last but not least, going second against, I don't know if it's still tier 1, but it's Shinobird. So it's him going first. We can speed things up, right? We have a proper hand, actually, because we have the Parlor, we have the lower par, we have the Tiding already, even though maybe going first, drawing the Tiding is just better, but I mean, going second, it's less useful, but still, it's going with the classic combo. Keep in mind, we do not have to be afraid of Amano in Iwado anymore, and it's gonna get the full combo, right? Yes, the Dueler as well, that is actually pretty annoying, to be honest. The Milky Way and stuff, activating that, everything in the draw phase. It was actually taunting me during the duel. I was pretty sure he won it. He would have won, but it was wrong. We got the skill, as you can see. We also got the changeover as a drop. Perfect. So I started with the Engine Yuan to get all of the stuff that I need. Right, the two lusted dragons on the field. Flip one up. Stomping Destructions on the back row. Droplet. Who cares? Who cares about Droplet there? Second. Lusted Dragon, Erratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Changeover then. first to go into the Shiu, just because I didn't want to do too much stuff. I was afraid of him using the ritual summon to shuffle everything. So I said, you know what? I first put Shiu on the field, so if he goes for the ritual summon, I negate. Okay? And then we see something else. Graceful Charity, drawing a lot. And then second normal summon here, I just went for Dark Armored Dragon. So at this point I'm popping the field spell, and then I'm popping also the other boy. Setting my tiding, so I'm just chilling. At this point it can make sense to summon this guy because I have the tiding ready. So he's got stars lined up across the Milky Way, that's totally fine. He banished 2, he summons Peacock, his boy, but I don't know, like, he did now, but I can still negate, like, Peacock's a fact, Shiu says no thank you. He's got Droplet, and look at the play. So that's why maybe he waited, because he was waiting for, he had Droplet in hand, I don't know. But I activated Tiding to bounce my Shiu so that he could not Droplet it. So there you go, I still negate that, and that's it. He's got Yaksha, but at this point he can't do that much. Heavenly Sphere, Tribute itself is negated, but still gets the effect of summoning something from the hand or deck. Gruntus Dragon pops 2, but he's got now Shinado. That was a misplay to pop both, probably, but still he's got this, and also he's got the Change of Heart. That's actually something I forgot. So Change of Heart, getting that boy, I don't know why. Actually, why didn't get this? I don't know why he didn't get this, probably he misclicked, I don't know. I mean, he could have attacked both. I got the effect of this guy, he decided to pop it, basically, that's what he wanted. And Lord Bar here, that comes back. We got both the dragons at this point. We can just use, it's got Peacock back, the Shade, actually both. Changeover comes back to my hand. And then I'm going straight for it, as you can see, into Shiu. At this point, I'm summoning the dragonmaid to send the other Hospitality to grave. I'm using the effect in the battle phase to have one big monster on the field attacking. At this point, he's left literally with one, with that card in hand. He's got nothing else, and I guess it was not enough. We still have a summon. He sat and he scooped. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. Of course, Rebecca's deck is still crazy. Of course, I think it's tier 1 point off with all of it, with all he can bring out on the field. Like, dude, double Omni, 1 bounce, non-targeting bounce, 2 pops, and 3 draws. Dude, that's still enough. That's still too much for me, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, I also played against the Beach Troopers and Mikanko, but you didn't see the replays because it was just me misplaying. Like, I didn't know when to interrupt because I played against them just once. And I still have to learn how to play against them. So, and I lost because I literally wasted all of my Omni negations. but yeah, but that's it, guys, for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm at my wedding right now, and tomorrow I will be on my honeymoon technically. So yeah, again, guys, this is the last video of the week. Unfortunately, I managed to put at least a couple. I hope you enjoyed them, and we'll see together either on, probably not on Monday anymore because there were some complications for my comeback trip. So I have to, we'll probably see on Tuesday or directly on Wednesday next week. Take care of yourself, guys. Love you, and thanks a lot for watching. And as always, see you in the next one.